Okay. Well, I've been doing this for 2 years. You think I would remember that, but you know. Okay, back to where we started. I'll say it again for the recording and the replay, friends. Standing with hips over knees, over ankles, stacking your bones in a way that feels solid and supportive, and then giving a little bend to your knees. Really relax. Notice that there's a lot of stiffness and tension in the shoulders. Relax your shoulders, almost like you're releasing any tension, letting it go into the earth. So start getting your breath, just your natural breath flowing here. Breathing in through your nose, out through your nose. And then you've been, bouncing, or bouncing isn't quite the right word, but bending the knees a little bit. When you bend the knees, don't take your butt with you. So that's an exaggeration by me, but your butt goes back a little bit. So you get this nice angle and you get a nice little length in your back. Let's do that once more. We're also kind of warming up the thighs if you can feel that. Feel your feet. I want you to feel the pressing down into your heels. And that's going to also light up your legs a little bit. So just another round of that, and then stand up tall, and then really loose as a goose, shake. So shake, shake, shake by bouncing your knees and shaking the rest of your body. And we're going to start with purging exercises. So you can breathe in through your nose, and you can let out like big rolling sighs. You can make lots of noise if you like. If there's people in your house, you don't want to wake them up, then maybe just with breath. And you can turn a little bit. I'm turning my torso. I'm shaking. So it's all about the shake. Shaking up good morning energy. Good morning chi. And then we're going to do some breathing, moving upper chest exercises. Yeah. So a little bit more shaking, 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 shaking. Really let the shoulders and the arms kind of flap around. You might even see my hands are shaking here. My wrists are shaking, and that's not because I'm shaking them, I'm bouncing with my legs. Deep breath in, one more purging breath out. Good, and then just come to a neutral, relaxing stance and bring your hands together, interlace your fingers at your heart. Relax your elbows and just move. I'll come close so you can see me. Just move your hands like a fish, turning figure eights, doing figure eights in the water. So we're getting the wrists here. Relax your shoulders and relax into your breath. Breathe in through the nose, out the nose or mouth. Let's go the other way if you can. It always tricks my brain, flips my brain out a little bit, but you can do it. In other words, tracing this figure eight in the air, this infinity sign in the opposite direction. Right. Yeah, nice and easy, relax, keep your shoulders relaxed on your back. We are going to move the shoulders in a minute, but we just want to get the wrists for a moment. Yeah. All right, and then relax for a moment, elbows hanging. And then you're going to lift your left elbow up and kind of stick your hip off to the side just a little bit and take your hip back. So my left hip probably looks like the right in your camera. Your right hip's going back along with your elbow and then down. And then the left elbow's coming up and the hip's going back. So if you think about moving your hips in that figure eight pattern and taking your elbows with you, that's what's happening here. Soft knees. Relax into it. So if you had your hands unlaced, your arms would be doing like the backstroke, but your hands are laced. And so your elbows have to do the backstroke and the hip goes with the arm. Does that make sense? Unwinding, it's called unwinding from the center in qigong. And it might feel a little awkward at first. So make the movement maybe a little smaller, a little slower, till it feels really good in your body. The medicine that I'm always preaching about, movement medicine. this kind of medicine, we want it to feel good. The medicine is feeling good, feeling mobile, moving our bodies to get out of that busy, chatty monkey mind. Yes. How's that feeling, everybody? Looks good. And you notice you're moving your rib cage, right? When you lift your arms up like this, the ribs are moving. It's called unwinding from the center because you want to feel like you're moving from that spinal center in the middle of your body, the chest, right? Yeah. Let me see what you're asking. Keep going, everybody, and then we're going to go forward. Yeah, sure. So Darren just asked if there's any recommendations for music, for background music. If you mean now, you can hop on YouTube. YouTube has a lot of, if you just put in like soothing, relaxing, meditative music, they have tons of things. I can send you some after class, send you some recommendations. And another thing that I use is Insight Timer. I'm sorry, I switched it up on you. Let's come forward. So the elbows are coming forward. I switched it up without even telling you. So now remember your hip and your elbow are coming forward, and breathe. Insight Timer is a meditation app that you can use, and they also have lots of beautiful music on there. And so does Spotify, for that matter. I use all three. Just kind of, Spotify has a lot of good like ambient. If you look up ambient or yoga, soothing yoga music, you'll find stuff. All right, how you feeling, everybody? Let's do a couple, just for the fun of it, let's do a couple of crawls. So unlace the hands and just do like your overhand swim stroke. Why not? And remember the hips are going too. Just notice how you feel and how you move from the middle of your body, not just from the limbs and the extremities. We're trying to loosen and release tension in the spine as well. Let's do one more of each, right and left. All right, and relax. Just pause for a moment and just notice how you feel. Breathe. Move your head. I like to check in with my neck and do what I call the bobblehead, like a wiggly, the doll with the wiggly head on the desks. I think that was an 80s thing. I'm just wiggling your head, yeah, good. And then shake the shoulders a little bit, shake the booty, shimmy your booty. Breathe in through the nose, sigh out your mouth. Beautiful. Little shaking again, good. All right, we're gonna do another movement with breath. Hands are gonna come in front of the heart again, the elbows are out, and you're just, it's almost like you're cupping, energetically cupping this whole heart space. Yeah, so breathe in and lift the sternum, but we're gonna look at this today. Just make sure that you're not poking your ribs forward, right? A lot of us have a tendency to kind of sway the back, so keep your ribs down. Keep them flowing down, I should say, rather than poking the ribs forward, but think lift up from your sternum. From the sternum, I'm turning so you can see my angles. And then when you push out, turn your hands away, push out, round your chest, cave your heart back, tuck your chin. Inhale, stand up tall again and bring the hands back in to hug that heart space. Exhale, push forward. Inhale, stand tall. Exhale, push forward. Yep. And I'm also kind of tucking my tail under a little bit, rounding my whole back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round, but put a lot of focus on the chest. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh or breathe out your nose. As long as you have a smooth, steady exhale. Inhale, twice more. Notice if your arms are getting tired. And what you want to do is continue to feel like you're moving from the center, not the arms or the shoulders for that matter. One more time. Stand tall. Push forward. Stand tall. All right. And then we're going to actually go up to the sky. So breathe and press. If that doesn't work for you, sometimes it's a little pinchy for people's shoulders. You can unlace the hands and just push up. So we're going to breathe in, and then you'll bring your hands together if you unlace them, and you're going to squeeze like a bellows, squeeze your elbows together and cave your chest again. Yes. Inhale, stretch, push the sky. You can even look up if that's okay for your neck. Look up at your hands. Exhale, squeeze and press the bellows in. Inhale. Exhale, good, healthy breathing. Really, really nice. Again. And exhale. 2 more times. And 1 more time. And exhale. All right. And we're going to go back up, and we're going to leave the arms up, but maybe not pushing or straightening. So keep your elbows a little soft, hands above your head. Again, you can undo the interlacing if that doesn't work for you. And we're just going to turn. So keep your feet grounding or rooting into the ground, and just start to turn your chest, look over your right shoulder, and then come back to center and twist the other way. Add the breath by inhaling when you come to center. Make sure the shoulders aren't squeezing up or tightening up toward the ears. Soften the upper shoulders. Twist from your belly, ribs, and shoulders. Really, you're twisting from your spine, but those are also turning. So inhale through center. Exhale, twist. Again, if it doesn't work, you can just push the arms up, or you can even leave them down and just twist your spine if you want to leave your arms down and they're getting achy and tired. Push the floor away with your feet. So keep some strength in your legs, but softness in your knees, and turn. How about 1 more to each side? Breathe in. Breathe out. Last one. Breathe out. And in. We did a lot of flexion. This is flexion of the spine and extension. We did some twisting. So let's do some side bending. So come to just neutral and shake again, and shake off any tension that you might have picked up there. Shake, wiggle, sigh. This is your dance to do. So just enjoy it. Breathe in. Yeah. All right, cool. And then we're going to stretch again 1 more time. And leave one hand up there. Let's leave the left hand up there and bring the right hand down right in front of the middle of our low abdomen, and push the earth and sky, and then side bend away from the upper arm. So I'm side bending to my right. And when we come to center, we're just going to let the arms flow toward each other, bringing your hands parallel, palms parallel, they pass each other. Push the earth down with the left hand, the sky up with the right hand, side bend. And this is meant to be really nice and flowy. So come through center as you exhale, push up as you breathe in and side bend. Can you hear the sound of your own breath? Maybe not straining to hear it or to make the sound, but just letting your mind be anchored by that sound, so that you're moving mindfully, so that you're making this more of a meditation. Yes, you're stretching. Yes, you're opening, but think of it as a body, breath, and mind flowing as one. Yeah, back to center. Push the earth and sky, side bend. You notice I'm going at a pretty slow pace, so you can follow my pace, you can go even slower, or you can pick it up a little bit if you need to. I would say you can pick it up and do things speedier, but make sure that you're still present. Sometimes speed is about like getting to the next thing, and we want to just let our mind travel moment by moment through the movement, instead of thinking we have to get anywhere. Gee, what a different way of living one's life, huh? Yeah, breathe a little bit. Relax your shoulders as you come through center. We're going to do a couple more. Check in with how you feel. If you need to relax and just shake, you can do that. Remember to breathe as you open. Oh, good morning to my ribs and my side waist. Okay, yes. How you feeling, everybody? Come back and wiggle and shake, good. So just pause for a minute and notice sensations in the upper body, the spine. Let's go to the hips and the legs because we've been just supporting everything and moving the upper body. So you can go a little wider with this if you want, like feet to the width of your outer hips. And just take your hips off to the left and then take your hips forward and then roll them to the right and then stick your booty out behind you. And this is a nice hip circle. So make a smooth circle. Hands can be on the hips or you can just let your arms hang. Yeah, and relax, really relax your upper spine, really relax your shoulders and your face. So you're moving, it's almost like a motor, the pelvis, the bowl of the pelvis is this big motor spinning around, creating good, healthy movement, more healthy movement in the spine, creating soft rolling in the knee joints and the ankles. We're just lubricating all the joints today. So be as smooth as you can. I love it when I see the pets, the animal friends come to visit, as they usually do. Reverse the circle, so go the other way. Sometimes you'll notice there's tightness in the low back when you do this exercise. So maybe really stick the booty out when you go back there, lengthen the back, go slowly around the circle, and imagine that you're opening up, relaxing the lower back muscles, relaxing the sacrum, the bone, those two joints that fuse the hips together. All right, right on, everybody. One more circle, one more revolution. Good. And we're going to wake up good morning energy in the whole body. So make little fists and pound up and down, gently up and down your sternum. So your breastplate. You can do fingers if you want. It's nice to do fists to really get into the thymuses back there, behind the breastbone. So it's an energizing practice. Waking up good morning energy, going up and down, and then you can take fingertips and go under the collarbones across to the right shoulder, under the collarbones here. I find it fun to listen to that little thumping noise. Thump, 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 like rain, thudding rain. Yeah. All right, let's go with an open palm to the right shoulder, front of the shoulder, just tapping like that, and then open the arm so your palm is up and you're going down the inner arm, like so, all the way to the hand, turn it over, back of the hand, go up the back of the arm. So yin, this is the receiving energy, the yin side, the yin meridians, and this is the yang side, the doing, the active. Couple more times. These are good wake up exercises in the morning. Stimulate your energy, stimulate your chi. One more time, down this right arm, up this left arm. Pat yourself on the back for coming today, and then switch. Right hand over in front of this shoulder and open this hand down the inside of the left arm, up the outside of the left arm. Open, receiving, inside, closed, active, yang side. One more time. And then we're going to wake up. A little more energy going down the legs. Go back to the chest with the fists. Go back to up and down the sternum. If you need to let out some sighs, So good place to go, your natural caffeinator, your kidneys, your kind of like your batteries of your house, back here in your low back, little monkey fists, pound on the kidneys back there. Ooh, or rub, if that doesn't feel good, you can rub. And then we're gonna open palm and go down the backs of the legs. So literally smack your booty, smack the backs of the legs. Remember to stick your butt out as you go down, backs of the calves. Go over the feet, actually tap the feet, come up the inside lines of your legs. And just open palm smacking, and then we can do a little belly rub in the direction of digestion, which is clockwise if your clock was facing out. Breathe. Back around to the kidneys, pound or rub. And wake up good energy in the legs. So let's go down the sides. I'm going to use fists actually. You can use fists. Go down the sides of the legs, sides of the calves. You might feel a little tenderness as you go down. And then open palms, smacking the tops of the feet, coming up the inner legs. Always coming up the inner legs. Rub the belly. Good morning to your digestion. Back to your back, to your kidneys. And then you decide if you want to go on the outsides again, or if you want to smack down the backs of the legs. Up to you. Come up the insides of the legs. Brilliant. Good work, everybody. Shake a leg. Shake a leg. Okay, I want to make sure I keep us in good time today. Take your feet a little bit wider outside, further outside the hips. Toes just like tiny bit turned out, if that feels good to you, and bounce a little bit and relax your butt flat. So you're using the knees here, and then you're gonna swish or sway from foot to foot. So push off the one foot to move the hips and the spine to the other side. If you notice, I'm starting to sway. So I'm gonna sway and rock. We'll just do a couple of these, just making sure the spine is still. We're inviting the spine to be nice and loose and mobile. Yeah. All right, and then we're actually getting the legs a little bit more. So when you come over here, keep your spine upright rather than swaying now. So vertical pillar, turn, and let the arms wrap. And then when you come over here and push, turn, and let the arms wrap. So you're wrapping to the same side that you're bending your knees. And you're gonna go faster. This is a faster exercise. I know a lot of you know this, but knocking on the doors of life. So we're still tapping those kidneys by wrapping our arms, letting our arms wrap around our waist. Yeah, you got it, you got it, you got it. So this is one way to do knocking on the doors of life, is by getting the legs involved, and really, if you want to go even wider and really do some deep side to sides, that's up to you. You can also do knocking on the doors of life by just standing in your neutral feet hip width apart stance and doing it this way. So either moving with the legs and getting the whole body involved. Look over that shoulder, the direction that you're going to. Turning the heart, turning the shoulders, turning the head. Breathe in. Long breath out. Good work. A little bit more. You might be feeling a little more energy, a little more flow in your body. 3 more. And slow it down. Relax the arms, and you're still swaying a little bit. Yeah. And then we're gonna come through. We still have this wide stance, so we're gonna bend our knees, stick our butt out. Slide your hands down as far as they need to go above the knees so that you can keep your arms straight. See if it's possible to get your arms straight here. My fingers are wrapping back, so my thumbs are in front, my fingers are behind my thighs, if that makes sense. And then you're gonna drop your left shoulder in, turn away from it. Try to keep the arms straight. Stretch the shoulder blade area. And back to center. You can lift your chest a little tall. That might help you straighten the arms more. And then drop the right shoulder. So it's just like dipping it in, turning the face away, looking the opposite direction. And back to center. One more time. Back of the shoulder blade stretch. And you're kind of stretching out your thighs. If you've got your butt going back, you're kind of sitting in a squat here. So we're working the legs, other shoulder. Wonderful. Back to center. Stand tall. Sweep the arms up to the sky. Good. As you exhale, elbows out to the sides and just let your hands like you're pressing the air down toward the earth. Twice more. Inhale up. Exhale down. Go slow here. Last time. Breathe. Relax. As you bring the hands down, bend your knees a little bit this time. Come over here to the right. I'm going to turn my foot out a little bit. A lot of you will recognize this as side angle in yoga. So the elbow goes down on the thigh. The left arm goes up. If you're needing a little extra support, you can put the pinky edge of the foot against a wall, like you would go to a wall. If you need that. Probably can't see my wall, but stretch into your feet for support. You can also use this hand instead of the elbow on the leg. Take the arm up, circle it around, get some good lubrication in the shoulder joint, and a little hip stretch while we're at it, right? Ooh, yeah. I got some nice clicking going on. You can hear that. Breathe. Notice the chest will get involved a little bit, which is good. So the arm is circling, and when it comes around, there's a little kind of squeezing of the chest muscles. As the arm goes to center, a little opening of your spine and chest. How about once more? Bring it over and bring it down in front of you. And as it does, we're going to come through center in a squat and just go back to that middle position. And then we're going to go over here to the other side. I'm changing my feet a little bit. I'm opening my left foot a little bit and my right foot kind of turning in. Open your right arm. Start here, elbow down. Make sure you're not falling off the thigh. Forearm is solidly on your leg or hands on your leg. Circle your arm. Oh yeah, stretch down into your feet, please. Fan your toes if you need to. Fanning your toes makes you feel like you got some lateral stretch in the foot and more support. Yeah. How about two more overhands? Really feeling that massaging of your chest and then the opening of the chest as the arm comes around into the sky. This time when the arm comes around in front of your face, come to center. So just bring it through, come to center, bring your toes forward, come down to your forward fold. If you need to bend your knees, you can bend your knees, hands or fingertips on the floor and drop your head and give it a shake. Let gravity have the weight of the head so you can traction the neck here. Shake it out, say yes and no. Press through your feet, spin your inner thighs back. I can explain that better later. All right, and just hang for another breath or two. And then we're going to round up or place your hands on your thighs, bend your knees, and climb up your legs to come up to standing. Beautiful. So if you'd like, you can jump or walk your feet together. A little jump. Yeah, good work. And we're going to go right into the dancing part. And then we're going to rest up for a longer period today. So we really get some deep integration of all this stuff. Shake your legs. Shake your booty. Let's shake it all off. How you feeling? Good. All right, stand in the way that we started. Go back to your neutral stance. Let's do some wave breathing. One hand on the belly, one hand on the heart. And imagine you're just going to sink your breath as you take it in through the nose into the belly, the ribs, and then the heart, kind of like filling up a glass of water to the top. When you exhale, relax the chest, the ribs, and the belly. Let's do a few of these wave-like breaths. Through the nose, out the nose. So in and out the nose now, if possible. Relaxing your shoulders, relaxing your ribs, letting the ribs flow down. Stack your hips right over your knees and your knees over your ankles. Maybe you want to soften your gaze or your eyes. And take 5 more of these deep, slow, filling the glass of water breaths like a wave, rolling in, pouring into the torso, rising and then releasing. If you can make your inhales and exhales even, that's even better. After 5 breaths, take your time if you haven't gotten here yet. After 5 breaths, bring the feet together. If it's feeling not stable enough for you, you can keep them apart, keep them slightly apart. And take the hand that's on your heart and place it over the hand that's on your belly, and you're gonna hook the webbing of your thumbs, that space between your thumb and index, cross it, place the hands over the belly. Soft in the knees, soft in the butt or the glutes, soft up here in the head and the face. And maybe you close your eyes. It's a little balance challenge if you close your eyes, or you make your eyes lidded, heavily lidded, and relax them. And you let yourself rock and sway to the rhythm of your breath. Breathe in, breathe out. And this is your kind of closing of the standing series. And we're going to go to dancing. So you can stay for a few more breaths and just meditate on this rock and sway. And when you're ready, you can release your hands and just take a gentle, mindful walk through your space. You might walk in a little circle. You might just kind of meander through your space, but very mindful in a way that we don't usually walk, like focusing on the feet each time the heel strikes the floor. You feel every part of the body that engages with this walking, and just not being too rigid about it, not being overly focused, but in a relaxed way, mindfully walk through your space. And I'm going to change my hosting, so you'll see me on my laptop in a minute, and we'll put on some music. You can also go grab water if you need water, or tea, or whatever you're drinking. Yeah. All right. This section, some of you were here last week. Some of you have been in the class with me. We're just going to dance in whatever way we want to dance. So you can turn your cameras off. You can keep them on. In fact, I'm going to pause the recording for this part. And that way, if I put this out publicly, this will just be our time to dance together. And the recording back on. Come find a comfortable way to sit or lie down. Your prerogative, whatever you need today. So this will be the resting portion, the relaxing portion, and you can sit up if you want more of a meditation, or you can lie down. Thank you for dancing with me. Sometimes it takes a few moments to transition. Yeah. Right, we need like 4 or 5 songs, I think. Just really tuning in now that you've moved, shook off maybe a lot of the stiffness of sleep or the stress of the week so far. Let's just check in. So I'm going to sit up so that I'm guiding you in meditation, but you don't have to follow me. Like I said, you can lie down. And if you're lying down, you can keep your feet on the floor like so, like a neutral resting pose. You can keep your legs long, maybe tuck a blanket or cushion under them. Just get really, really comfortable, whatever your body needs right now. Ooh, that felt good. I could stay down there. Or find a really comfortable seat. Okay. Let's let out a couple of nice deep sighs. So first, breathe in big, 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 big breath in through the nose, full as you can make it, and big sighs out. No straining though. If it feels like a strain to take that big of a breath, then maybe don't overfill, and then big breath out. Relax your gaze or close your eyes entirely. I'll play that next time, Terry. And feel your body, whatever parts of your body are contacting the floor. If you're sitting, just feeling the sits bones, whatever parts of the legs or feet are touching the floor. And when you're lying down, feel the back of the head, the upper back and the rib cage and the hips, everything that's in contact with that solid support. Feel that and breathe into it and let go a little bit more. Heavy your body. Let your body be heavy. Let it mold as if you were resting on warm sand. The parts of the body that are in contact are molding and releasing into the sand, the warm, supportive, and you can breathe just regular, natural flows of breath. Just let's do that. Notice whatever's comfortable for you right now. Notice the pattern of your breath. It might be short, it might be long, in one direction or another. It might feel really free for some of you, and for some it might feel a little tight. And release any concern, any worry about that, and just be present to what it does feel like. Hard to hear me? Okay. I will be a little bit louder. Just receiving each breath through the nose, releasing through the nose or the mouth, letting your breath flow smoothly and steadily in and out. And if your mind has wandered, if you're distracted, if it's jumping ahead to the next thing that comes after this class, then gather your attention, draw it to the breath, either feeling or listening for the sound of the breath. And allow your mind, invite your attention to rest on each inhale and each exhale. And Invite your shoulders and your jaw and your neck to relax. Invite your chest, your rib cage, and your heart inside of your ribs to soften. Invite your belly to relax, the abdomen. Feel the hips and the weight of your legs releasing toward the earth. And keep receiving the breath. The next breath that comes in, just let it be a little bit deeper, a little bit fuller. And the breath out, let it be a little bit stronger and longer. Do that twice more. No strain, just a slightly deeper breath in, filling the rib cage and the heart. A long, smooth breath out, releasing and relaxing. One more time. If you're resting on the floor and you want to stay, that's completely fine. If you want to roll over, walk the feet in gently, bending the knees and roll to one side. If you're sitting, you can just take some really small, relaxing movements like gentle circle of the head, not even to the biggest range, not the fullest circle, just an easy, really easy movement. Keep the breath flowing. Keep the mind settled on the breath. If it runs away, that's okay. You just gather the mind and the awareness back into this experience of body and breath. Now take a hand and rest it over your heart, or two, both hands over your heart. Lots of appreciation for yourself and for this body. No matter what trials it does put you through, but the appreciation for all the processes that work for you, that support you, the heart beating, the digestion, the lungs breathing, the organs doing what they do. Just with a deep bow of appreciation for yourself, for your body and your breath, and for this practice. And spending your day, spending your morning here, you can bow. Namaste. And you can open your eyes whenever you like. Bring yourself back into the